So we looked at reflections. Here's another example for reflections. How do I take my little golf tee again and I reflect it once over this line here. And so I reflect it, it's going to be facing the other direction. Okay? And then I'm going to reflect it a second time. So this would be A prime, A double prime. What do you notice with this? You'll notice the first and the last are the same. Now this brings up a pretty important concept. You can take multiple or a combination of reflections and the other transformations to equal out a different one. In this case, two reflections equal one translation. And translation, you can think of it as a slide. I just went, okay. Now the rules for these are pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and use these as an example. And let's make this my axis. Let's call this one -4 and 2 right here. And let's call this one 16 and 2. Okay. Now every point along my flag got moved equally. So if I went from A, it's actually going to be A double prime, so I'm just going to, because it's the two shapes, but this is A double prime over here. XY went to what? So how far did I go from -4 to 16? X plus 20. And how far did I go from 2? Hey, nothing. 2 to 2. Y. So this says every X point you add 20. Okay. Add 20 to all the X's. The Y's stay the same. Yeah. We can do the same sort of idea. What if it was instead like this, where I went from here down to, say, here. Okay? And we'll call this one, how about -4, 3. And we'll call this one +5, -6. Okay? So what is my rule to go from 4 to 5 and 3 to -6? So X, Y. Again, that's A. This is A prime down here. That's A. So going to go, so -4 to +5. I had to go -4 and 5. So I had to go over X plus 9. Now 3 and another 6. Oh hey, it's going to be Y minus 9. So this is going to be, oops. That is my rule for moving from here to here. Now this is a translation or a slide. You use these and you see these quite a bit. So if you, for example, if you grab your phone and you move your picture back and forth, they're applying this relationship. When you look at, there's ways you can reflect it in your phone. If you go to a selfie, you notice the selfies are always reflected. That was the reflection from a minute ago. So this is translations or slides.